I'm Jasper Geluk. I'm from Holland. I'm a student there and I'm also in sales from my 17th. And there I started following training, different types. And I have read about NLP before. And then I started doing some Tony Robbins stuff. And I heard about NLP there. And that really got me hooked. So I started reading about Richard Bandler and seeing some of his videos. And it's about integrating everything I read and already watched on videos. I think it's much more deeper learning when you're actually there, because I think being around him and being in the energy, also with John Lavelle. Yeah, well, it was first day. It was just a lot of Richard talking and John talking as well, and you were sitting there like, what is he talking about? And then in the night I fell asleep and started dreaming things, and I was thinking, what did he talk about? Yeah, and we did some exercises, but not that many in the first day. So in the second day we started doing more exercises. I really liked that because I had already read a lot of the stuff from Richard. So I knew intellectually a lot of his stuff, but I didn't practice it that much. So it was great to really go and practice it with a lot of different people as well. I already tried a few things, but I really noticed that doing it this thorough really helped. Like the submodality stuff, I knew about them, but I had not really put someone down and asked about the different experiences and going down the list of the different submodalities. That helped, yeah. The second day was much more workshopping, so I think the first day was more of an introduction, getting your mind to open up for everything, and the second day was much more workshopping and trying out different things. Yeah. I can kind of feel new beliefs dripping in. Very good. At first I thought, yeah, that is like I saw him in the videos, and but being close, it does make a difference. Being there and actually also him looking at you and looking you in the eyes, that's different. Yeah. Just the whole doing everything very thorough and building it up. I can really see how we're building up to also doing like hypnotic inductions. I like that. I'm curious to how that will work, because I tried some of that, but I would like to get better at that, much better. Yeah. It's really good to be in such a diverse group with so many different people, because I think part of NLP is also learning to match with different people and to open up, and that really helps being with so many different people. And we've been doing so much, and it is a few days ago, but it has been it feels like it's been like months. And actually I got lost in what day it was today, and then it was, oh yeah, it's Wednesday. Okay, right. Yeah, well, we started to do more exercises. So the first few days were a lot of Richard and John talking, and we got into doing a lot more exercises, and I really like that because I can actually feel the learnings starting to go through my whole body. I believe last time I said I could feel learnings dripping in, and this time I can feel them go more in my entire body. So in the exercises I can also notice I'm using the different patterns, so it's not just this exercise. I'm using voice tone and anchoring and doing all the things together, and I do it unconsciously as well. I do some things consciously, but a lot of things unconsciously as well. So we're also in small groups, and that's great for practicing. And what I really liked as well was learning the handshake interrupt. It's basically giving someone a hand, and when you give someone a hand, they expect it will be a normal handshake, and that's the pattern they run in their head. So you interrupt that pattern by just moving your hand away a little and taking it up and making them look at their hand. And that kind of confuses them a bit, and it keeps them in the middle of the pattern and going like, what's happening? And that makes them really suggestible. So if you say like, close your eyes and relax and go on that track, it helps. Yeah, it's good to see how people really let go when you talk to them. Some experience with hypnosis, and also with deep meditation and going deeper and helping myself go deeper. But I had never really learned real inductions to help people get into a trance quite quickly. So that worked really well, and it was great just to know those small things that make it work. So the actual things you have to do to make it work. And I went to the snakes and the spiders, and I had like a minor thing about spiders. However, about 2 years ago I learned about the phobia cure, and I practiced that on myself. So I had done that already, and it really decreased the intensity I had about spiders. So being here and doing it with actual spiders and snakes made it actually more fun for me, because I had already done the cures. And what was really added value to me was seeing other people do it as well. So there was, we've been going out with several people, and one of the people we were with had this great thing about spiders. And I was with her there, and she was conquering that, and it was so powerful to see her step up and take the chance to make a difference, and that was great. Well, it's basically, if that makes sense to people, dissociation. So instead of being there and living it or having very vivid images of bad shit happening, whew, I'm starting to swear. That's probably Richard in my mind. Having very negative things to look at. You dissociate, so you step further away, or you actually see yourself outside of yourself, so you kind of move over and see yourself, and that moves you further from the actual images, and that lessens the intensity of it, and you kind of learn to have positive feelings while looking at the image, because it's so far away. You can actually be free to create positive feelings or be really relaxed, and yeah. It was great actually. I have no idea what Richard was talking about. I can't remember. I'm sorry, but a lot of stuff, and we did really good practice on the stage. So Kathleen, John's wife, did some practice on stage, and it was beautiful because it was someone with a pretty severe memory. And she started working with that, and things came up during, and she handled it very well. So it was cool to see her handling that on the stage, because it's such a good example. Well, it's about the time of your life. You have most people have a picture of how their timeline works. So they have their past somewhere, and their future, and the present moment, and you can actually start changing those around to fit them into a place that they really start working for you. So some people are very distant from their timeline, and if they want to do something, it's way too far into the future and too fuzzy. And we learned how to get above your timeline and see all those things down there, and be able to flow towards the thing you really want to do, and stop there and go down and look back on the steps you had to take to be here, be there. And that's amazing, because it suddenly got clear how I was standing there like, wow, I'm here now, and I can see how I got here. Though it was in my future, yet where I was, it was in my past. So it's the future past, past future. And well, I had an excellent plan for my life, and it got even better. And clearer. That helps as well a lot. Yeah, last day, and we've been testing all the skills we have been doing. So it was really fun and games, and trying around different things. And for me, that was amazing, because you get the chance to do everything we learned again and try it out. And like for me, I really like to do the trance thing, the hypnosis. And I worked with this woman I already worked with before, and I already knew her. So I was like, just to heck with it, let's just do it. So I put her in a trance, and it was amazing, because she went all the way down, and I did a few trance phenomena with her, and it was amazing because I could feel the way she responded, and it was really powerful stuff, and I could really put things, positive things in her future, and it was amazing. Yeah. I didn't have expectations, which I learned is a good thing. Absolutely recommend it to anybody, and I wonder how soon they will be here. I do think about going to the next stage, yeah. I'm not sure how soon I will be going.